A very good morning, dear students. This is chapter 4, Carbon and its compounds, and I'm here with part 1 of this chapter. So let me start you what we are going to discuss in this chapter. We'll discuss four topics. Bonding in carbon, that is covalent bond, right? And the second point is versatile nature of the carbon. Then saturated and unsaturated carbon compounds and chains, branches and rings. So these are the points that we are going to discuss today in this session. So I think I should start. If you notice the things around you, you find some things are made up of metal, some are made up of glass or clay, soil, and all the other things except metal and glass, soil and clay, they are made up of carbon. So you can say most of the things in your surroundings are made up of carbon, whether it is food, cloth, medicines, book, or whatever. Most of the things that you observe in your surroundings are based on this versatile element that is known as carbon. And why carbon is versatile, that we are going to discuss in the same session later on. Uh, At the same time, the very important thing is all living structures are also carbon based. The amount of carbon present in the Earth's crust in the atmosphere is quite mere. It is only 0.02% in the form of minerals like carbonates, hydrogen carbonates, coal and petroleum. And in atmosphere, carbon is 0.03% in form of carbon dioxide. In spite of this small amount of carbon available in nature, the importance of carbon seems to be immense. In this chapter, we will be looking at the properties of carbon. At first, we will discuss bonding in carbon. The bond that is found in carbon, that is covalent bond. So now let us study the properties of some carbon compounds. Melting points and boiling points of some carbon compounds are given in this table, and you can see this is acetic acid. The formula of acetic acid is CH3COOH. Chloroform, the formula of chloroform is CHCl3. Ethanol, CH3CH2COH. It can be called C2H5OH also. And this is methane, CH4. They all are the compound of carbon. Melting point of acetic acid is 290 and boiling point is 391. Melting point of chloroform is 209 while boiling point is 334. Melting point of ethanol is 156, boiling point is 351. Melting point of methane is 90 and boiling point for the same is 111. Okay. Most of the carbon compounds are poor conductors of electricity, and here we have seen the melting point and boiling points of the compounds of carbon, and from all of these we conclude that forces of attraction between these molecules are not very strong, since these compounds are largely non-conductors of electricity, and we can conclude that the bonding in these components does not give rise to any ions. Now let us look at the electronic configuration of carbon. The atomic number of carbon is 6. Electronic configuration of carbon is 2, 4. Okay, so it has 4 electrons in its outermost shell, and it needs to gain or lose 4 electrons to attain noble gas configuration. See, in the inner shell it has only 2 electrons, and in outer shell it has 4 electrons. So whether it should gain 4 electrons or it should lose 4 electrons, then only it will attain a noble gas configuration. Now if it were to gain or lose, then what will happen? If it could gain 4 electrons, it will form C minus 4 and 9. But it will be difficult for the nucleus with 6 proton to hold on to 10 electrons. That is means 4 extra electrons. So the second case is, if it could lose 4 electrons, then what will happen? Then it will form C4 plus cation. Now again it would require a large amount of energy to remove 4 electrons, leaving behind a carbon cation with 6 protons in its nucleus, holding on to just 2 electrons. So both the cases are too difficult. So to overcome this problem, carbon share its valence electrons with other atoms of carbon, okay, and form a covalent bond. Not just carbon, but many other elements also form molecules by sharing electrons in this manner. Here you can see a molecule of hydrogen. It is sharing the electrons and creating covalent bond. Okay, the shared electrons belong to outer shell of both the atoms and lead to both the atoms attaining the noble gas configuration. Before going on to compound of carbon, let us look at some simple molecules formed by sharing of balancing electron, and the simplest molecule formed in this manner is hydrogen. The atomic number of hydrogen is 1. Hence, hydrogen has 1 electron in its K shell, right? And it requires 1 more electron to fill the K shell. So, 2 hydrogen atoms share their electrons to form a molecule of hydrogen, H2. This allows each hydrogen atom to attain the electronic configuration of the nearest noble gas, helium, that has 2 electrons in its K shell. Here is another example, and this is the example of oxygen. Oxygen also form the molecule by sharing the electrons, and you can see here 2 atoms of oxygen are there. Where is my marker? Yes, it is. 2 atoms of oxygen are there, and they are sharing 2 pairs of electrons. Okay, so here you can see double bond. So this is O2, formation of O2 molecule, right? The another example is of nitrogen. Okay, in the case of nitrogen, okay, you can see nitrogen, maybe there are 2 atoms of nitrogen, and they are also sharing electrons, and they are sharing 3 pairs of electron. Okay, so here you can see triple covalent bond. So nitrogen is also a diatomic molecule. Why? Because the molecule is formed by sharing 2 atoms of nitrogen. Okay, so here you can see the triple bond between 2 atoms of nitrogen, and by sharing 3 pairs of electron, molecule of nitrogen is formed. Okay, now here is methane. In animation you can see the formation of methane molecule. At first let me show you the picture. This is C atom, this one. Okay, and there are 4 hydrogen atoms. Each hydrogen atom has 1 electron, and carbon atom has 4 electrons in its outermost orbit. So they are sharing their electrons like this. Okay, and everywhere you see the single bond. And this is the way methane molecule is formed. Okay, methane is a very important compound of carbon, and it is widely used as a fuel, and it is a major component of biogas and compressed natural gas, that is known as CNG. It is also one of the simplest compound formed by carbon. Methane has a formula of CH4. There is 1 atom of carbon and 4 atoms of hydrogen. right? Hydrogen has one valency and carbon is tetravalent. Why? Because it has four valency. Okay. Now carbon share these electrons with four atoms of hydrogen and methane is formed. So the bond which are formed by sharing of an electron pair between two atoms are known as covalent bonds, and there is a beautiful animation on your screen that shows how a covalent bond is created. On your screen you can see the creation of a covalent bond between two atoms of hydrogen, and this way the molecule of hydrogen is formed. Properties of covalent compound. The compounds that are formed by covalent bond or by sharing the electrons, actually they are seen to have strong bonds within the molecule. But intermolecular forces are small there, and that is why they have low melting points and boiling points. If you remember, I think in second slide I read some boiling points and melting points of carbon compounds, and they were comparatively low. Since the electrons are shared between the atoms and no charged particles are formed, such covalent compounds are generally poor conductors of electricity. Okay, and they are soft or they are brittle, and most of them they are in gaseous form. There is a very important property that is found in some of the elements, and especially carbon has its allotropes. So at first let me tell you what is allotropy. Actually, allotropy is the property of the elements to exist in two or more than two different forms but in the same physical state. These elements are known as allotropes of each other, and so you can say that allotropes are different structural form of same element. Okay, the atom of the element are bonded together in a different manner. Okay, if you see the picture then it will be clear to you. Diamond, graphite, fullerene and carbon nanotube. They all are the form of carbon, but the structure of their atoms are different. Actually, I should say the structure of bond arrangement is different. Uh, Here you can see in diamond it is crystal-like structure, okay, and in graphite the structure is different. These all are carbon atoms, okay, but the structure is different. In carbon nanotube again the structure is different, and this is the fullerene. The shape of the fullerene is like a football, okay. This is geodesic dome, and this molecule is named as fullerene in honor of Sir Buckminster Fuller. So that is allotropy. Allotropy is the property, and these are called allotropes of each other. Diamond, graphite, fullerene, carbon nanotube are allotropes of each other. They all are made up of carbon atom. Only the arrangement of these atoms are different. Carbon has a very versatile nature. The nature of covalent bond enables carbon to form a large number of compounds. Two factors noticed in the case of carbon are: number one is catenation. What is catenation? Let me tell you. The ability to form bonds with same element is called catenation. Carbon can bond with other carbon atoms. That is catenation. It is a unique property and it makes carbon a very special substance. These type of compounds may have long chain of carbon, branch chain of carbon, or ring shape of carbon atoms, carbon compounds. So this is a very unique property of carbon that makes it very important. In addition, carbon atoms may be linked by single bond, double bond, or triple bond. So you can say carbon is very special and unique substance in nature. Compounds of carbon which are linked by single bond are known as saturated compound. Which are linked by double bond or triple bond, they are known as unsaturated compound. Here you can see, if you see the picture, then it will be clear that what is catenation. See, in this picture, three carbon atoms are joined together with covalent bond in a chain. And here you can see four carbon atoms, they are joined together with a branched chain. And this is cyclic chain. So that is catenation. Carbon atom is bonding with another carbon atom in different manner. चेन भी बनाता है, ब्रांच भी बनाता है और साइकिल या रिंग भी बनाता है. So that is catenation. Okay, and fine. Again you can see this is chain structure. Okay, and here it is branch structure, cyclo. Okay, here cyclopropane, that is, this is branch structure. Okay, no other element in the nature exhibits the property of catenation to the extent seen in carbon compounds. Some other substances, they also have this catenation property, but the way carbon shows this property, no other element can show. Silicon also form compounds with hydrogen that have chains, but that chain are up to only 7 or 8 atoms. Okay, and these compounds are very reactive. While carbon-carbon bond is very strong and they are stable, and this gives us large number of compounds with many carbon atoms linked to each other. So it makes carbon special and unique. Since carbon has a valency of 4, it is capable of bonding with 4 other atoms of carbon or atoms of some other monovalent element. Carbon has 4 electrons in outermost orbit. It has 4 valency. तो ये क्या करेगा, ये दूसरे 4 या तो कार्बन एटम से जुड़ जाएगा या दूसरे अदर एटम से जुड़ जाएगा. Compounds of carbon are formed with oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, sulfur, chlorine, and many other elements. It gives rise to compounds with specific properties which depend on the elements other than carbon present in the molecule. Here you can see this is CO2, carbon dioxide. It is CH4, very important compound of carbon. Again, the bonds that carbon forms with most other elements are very strong, making these compounds exceptionally stable. One reason for the formation of strong bonds by carbon is its small size. This enables the nucleus to hold on the shared pairs of electrons strongly. The bonds formed by elements having larger atoms are much weaker. So now uh, I'm sure that you know why compounds of carbon are so stable. Saturated and unsaturated carbon compounds. Okay, already you have seen the structure of methane. The formula of methane is CH4, and structure already you have seen. Another compound formed between carbon and hydrogen is ethane, and the formula of ethane is C2H6, means there are 2 atoms of carbon and there are 6 atoms of hydrogen, and electron dot structure of ethane can be seen in the picture. What is electron dot structure? This type of structure where electrons of outermost orbit are shown by dot and this cross. This is known as electron dot structure. Okay, this cross is showing the electron of carbon and this dot represents the electron of hydrogen. So here you can see that they are sharing their electron. Okay, and this way ethane is formed. Okay, so here you can see that single bond is formed. So the hydrocarbons that are formed by single bond between carbon and hydrogen or carbon and carbon are known as saturated hydrocarbon. Okay, so see, carbon and carbon is linked together with a single chain, and here even carbon and hydrogen is also linked together with a single bond. So the compounds that are formed by single covalent bond is known as saturated hydrocarbon. Now, in the same manner, the structure of propane also can be drawn. Okay, the formula of propane is C3H8, right? There are 3 atoms of carbon and there are 8 atoms of hydrogen, but they all are linked together with a covalent single bond, right? So, this way we can get the different compounds of carbon. As I told you, if there are single bonds between carbon and carbon or carbon and hydrogen atoms, they are known as saturated compounds. And see, one very important properties of saturated compound is these compounds are not very reactive. Another compound of carbon and hydrogen has the formula C2H4 and it is ethene. Now, how ethene is formed? See, this is step 1. At first, carbon will combine with another carbon atom with a single covalent bond, right? And here, with both the carbon atoms, hydrogen atoms will combine, okay? And now here all 4 valencies of carbon are satisfied and we will get a substance C2H4. And here you can see double atom between these 2 carbon atoms. Okay, so this type of compounds are called unsaturated hydrocarbons. Okay, the electron dot structure for ethene can be seen in this figure. Okay, so C2H2 is called ethyne. Now what is this ethyne? Let me tell you. Actually ethyne is okay. So in picture you can see the electron dot structure for ethene. Now there is one another compound of hydrogen and carbon. The formula of this compound is C2H2 and it is known as ethyne. Now you have to draw the electron dot structure for ethyne. Do it as a homework and I'll check it. Uh, okay, so now I should move to the next slide. This is the table that shows you alkanes. These are the members of alkane series: methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane and hexane. In methane there is only one carbon atom and there are 4 hydrogen atoms, and this is the structure of methane. Ethane C2H6, formula of propane is C3H8, chemical formula of butane is C4H10 and formula of pentane is C5H12 and for hexane C6H14. And see, this is structure of ethane. You can notice that everywhere you will find single covalent bond. So that is saturated hydrocarbons. Now, on the other hand, there are unsaturated hydrocarbons also. In unsaturated carbohydrates, you will find double bond and triple bond. The compounds that are having double bonds are called ene. The general name is ene, means ethene, propene, butene, pentene, like that. And the substances that are having triple bond is called ine. They will be having a name ine. The general name is alkyne. So, okay, now this is the formation or skeleton of the substance. There are four carbon atoms you can see on your screen, and this is the skeleton of carbon atoms. And see, here you can see they are linked together with a chain. Okay, but now look at this. Here also you see the four carbon atoms are linked together, but the design is different. There are four carbon atoms in both the cases. Okay, but the system of by which they are linking together is totally different. So this type of arrangement, when number of carbon atom is same and molecular formula is also same, but structural formula is different, then the molecules or substances are called isomers. See, this is the formula of butane, C4H10. Okay, and here also you will find C4H10. So molecular formula is same, C4H10, but structure of substance is different. The atoms are having a different type of structure, and these type of substance, these type of atoms are called isomers of each other. As their structure is different, they are known as structural isomers. Okay. In addition to straight and branched carbon chains, some compounds have carbon atoms arranged in the form of a ring. Here is the example of cyclohexane that has a formula C6H12. Okay, that is cyclohexane. When cyclohexane will be formed, at first this is the basic step. At first, carbon skeleton will be formed, and then hydrogen atom will combine with carbon atom to satisfy its valencies, and finally we will get a complete molecule of cyclohexane. Right? Now your homework is that you have to draw a dot structure of cyclohexane. Okay, here is the structure of benzene, C6H6. That is also an unsaturated hydrocarbon. Why it is unsaturated? See, you can see this is double bond between two carbon atoms. Here also you find double bond between carbon atoms. So the hydrocarbons that have double bond and triple bond are known as unsaturated hydrocarbons. Okay, here is the summary. What is hydrocarbon? Okay, and classify them. So at first, let me define hydrocarbon in a very easy statement. All the carbon compounds that contain carbon and hydrogen are called hydrocarbons. Okay, and here you can see they are classified into three groups: saturated hydrocarbons, unsaturated hydrocarbons, and aromatic hydrocarbons. Saturated hydrocarbons are those hydrocarbons that have single bond only. Okay, and these are known by a general name alkane. General formula of alkane is CnH2n plus 2. Okay, and by putting the values of n like 1, 2, 3 and so on, we get all the members of alkane series. Okay, now we come to the unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated hydrocarbons are those hydrocarbons that contain double bond or triple bond. Okay, if they have double bond, means double covalent bond between C and C or between C and H, then they are known as alkene. And if they have triple bond, then they are called alkynes. Alkene and alkynes are general name. General formula of alkyl is CnH2n, and general formula of alkyne is CnH2n minus 2. Okay, and aromatic hydrocarbons are whose structural formula is in shape of ring. The example is benzene. Okay, now here you get a detailed list of name of alkane, alkene and alkynes, their molecular formula and then their structure formula. So this is the list of the members that belong to alkane group, and you can see their names are methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane, hexane, heptane, octane, nonane and decane. Okay, and see the name has come on the basis of the numbers of carbon in the substance. Here there is only one carbon atom, so it is known as meth. Okay, and the name will be methane. If there are two carbon atoms, then eth, so the name is ethane. And for three carbon atom, it is the word prop. For four carbon atoms, but. For five carbon atoms, it is pent. Okay, and as they are alkanes, so generally they all will be called alkane. Methane, ethane, propane, right? Okay, now this is the structure formula of alkanes, and you can see all are having single bonds. Now that is alkene. The first member of alkene series is ethene, then propene, butene, pentene and hexene. And here you will find double bond, okay, in each and every member of alkene group. Now we come to the alkyne group. Ethyne, propyne, butane, pentane and hexane. This is the structure formula, and you will find triple bond between two atoms in alkyne. Everywhere it is triple bond. Okay, so this is saturated hydrocarbon and these are unsaturated hydrocarbons. So okay students, this much was there in today's session. I hope you liked it. Now we will meet with part 2 of this chapter. By then you can read the chapter and you can have your doubts. In live class we'll solve the doubts. Thank you.